A Massachusetts woman is telling her story about a romance scam involving her 74-year-old mother who turned out to be a victim.
And she shared her story with the Santa Barbara County District Attorney's Office in the latest episode of Scam Squad. It was Christmas morning when Jessica checked her mother's phone and uncovered a year-long deception.
We could see that she was talking to multiple people that were pretending to be Vince Gill, and there were also people pretending to be his daughter.
The scammers claimed to be country music star Vince Gill, saying he needed money to clear his name after being falsely accused of raping his wife, Amy Grant, who they also claimed he was divorcing.
Her response to the rape was that you're a good man and I know you wouldn't do that.
Jessica called in a social worker to confront her mother with the truth.
He was trying to explain to her that this was not real, and you could just see her whole world was crashing in as he was saying this, and I don't think she believed it.
By then, the damage was done. Her mother had lost more than $450,000.
That was pretty much all of her retirement. It was 401k, annuity. She also took out personal loans for that. She did cash advances on credit cards. So it's quite a financial nightmare to try to come out from that.
Despite warnings from banks, law enforcement, and loved ones, her mother still believes the relationship is real.
That's what I've heard from friends that have confided in me, that are close with her, that she still thinks that this is real.
And Jessica now holds the power of attorney over her mother's finances, and she hopes her story will prevent others from falling victim.
And joining us now is Chief Investigator Christina Perkins with the Santa Barbara County District Attorney's Office. Thank you for coming back.
And we welcome you. You also host the Scam Squad. That's a podcast that educates seniors about potential scams. And we want to know, who do romance scammers typically target, and why men over women, women over men? Why are they more vulnerable?
So what we see is they usually target older adults, oftentimes widowed or divorced, newly entering the dating scene again, and not really having experience with online dating or social media sites. We also see professionals or caregivers that don't have time for traditional dating fall victim to this. And then the one that's most concerning to me that we see are adults living alone that don't have a lot of social interaction. It's that social isolation.
Really lonely.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah. What do the scammers, what tactics do they do to kind of gain trust and then keep that control over the victim?
So immediately they'll start what we call love bombing, and the victims will get affirmations, a lot of compliments, and consistent. And so what we'll see is the victims will immediately get I love yous, and just that emotional connection that they're really looking for.
Are these always online? Do these become face-to-face?
So that's an excellent question. It starts with online messaging, and I have seen circumstances that they have been face-to-face when we say video messages, but mostly it's online messaging only.
And is there something, say you're a family member and you suspect something or you see something, what is it relatives, friends should be looking for that could kind of tip them off that this just isn't right?
So it's really important to be empathetic and approach it as you're dealing with and talking with somebody that feels like they're genuinely in an emotional relationship, right? This is something that they care about. So my recommendation is just to ask questions, very simple questions that, how come you haven't met them? Or how do you know their true identity? Or have you been able to speak with them on the phone? Why haven't they come out to visit you? Just those questions that if you are in a genuine relationship with somebody that you haven't met yet, why hasn't that happened?
You're just hoping to raise doubt in their own mind? Get them to raise the doubt instead of you raising the doubt?
That's the tactic that you're trying to do. And just, if that doesn't work, you can maybe present stories you find online, they're everywhere, of similar situations and similar scams. And then lastly, if that doesn't work and you're concerned, just call a professional. You can call our hotline and we can assist you and give you tips. I also, if somebody's watching and they believe that they are the victim of a romance scam, right, I recommend calling us. It's okay, don't be embarrassed. That's something that we see quite often is people are afraid to report it or talk to their friends or family about it. So don't feel embarrassed. it's natural to want a relationship. It's natural to feel connected to somebody once you've had that long-term relationship. The example at the beginning of the segment with the woman, she had a year-long relationship with
So it
him.
was a whole year long.
Correct.
Incredible. And $500,000. Is it typically that much money that's involved in these types of relationships last that long?
So not average. The average is about $9,000. But I have seen hundreds of thousands of dollars lost.
Calls to your tip line, they're anonymous too, right? I mean,
So it'll be a message. You'll leave a message. It can
Okay.
be anonymous if you'd like. I return them, and our office can return and talk to you directly if you have any issues or questions.
Can you give us a success story? Was somebody tracked down and arrested for this? Was the money returned?
So getting money back is difficult, but it's not impossible. So I do recommend anyone listening, if you see those signs, that you just pay attention to your loved ones, especially loved ones that are living alone or loved ones that you know are trying to find that emotional connection, and really just pay attention, and yourself, right? Just if you are being courted online, which that is a place people meet people, just be a little cautious. And especially what we didn't cover is all that comes with there'll be an eventual ask for money, and that's what it is. So if you have not met the person in face to face, and all of a sudden there's some sort of emergency, and they're asking you for money, talk to your friends or family about that, give our hotline a call, and we'll walk through that with you.
And I have to ask you one last question. Are these cases predominantly in the U.S. or outside?
You mean the scammers themselves? It's a mix. It's a mix. Most of them, I believe, are outside the United States, but we have had circumstances that we've tracked it down to other states. It's very rare that it's local, because otherwise that would make sense. You could meet the person.
Sure. Okay.
very interesting.